नमो ओं विष्णुपादाय कृष्णपृष्ठाय भूतले श्रीमते भक्तिवेदान्तस्वामिनिति नामिने नमस्ते सरस्वते देवे गौरवाणी प्रचारिणे निर्विशेष शून्यवादी पाश्चात्य देशतारिणे. Hare Krishna everyone. I welcome you all for the daily reading session. So I hope you are seeing my screen. Okay. Yeah. Deepali Mataji, you can start.
Hare Krishna Prabhuji.
Krishna Mataji.
Start from the remote cause, right?
Yeah.
The remote cause and the immediate cause. Srila Prabhupada. Inferior energy has no power unless superior energy is involved. This sea, indicating the Pacific Ocean, is calm and quiet, but when the superior force air pushes it, it manifests high waves. The ocean has no power to move without the superior force of the air. Similarly, there is another force superior to the air and another until ultimately we arrive at Krishna. This is real research. Krishna controls nature just as an engineer controls a train. The engineer controls the locomotive, which pulls one car, and that car in turn pulls another, which pulls another, and so the whole train is moving. Similarly, with the creation, Krishna gives us the first push, and then by means of successive pushes, the entire cosmic manifestation comes into being and is maintained. This is explained in Bhagavad Gita 9.10. Mayadhyaksena prakrita suyate sakar, sakara,
Characharam.
sakaracharam. This material nature is working under my direction and is producing all moving and unmoving beings. And in the 14th chapter, 14.4, Krishna says, Sarvayonishu Kaunteya Murthaye Sambhavanti Yaha Tasma Brahma Mahadayonir Aham Baja Pradhaha Pita. All species of life are made possible by birth in this material nature. O son of Kunti, and I am the seed giving father. I'm the seed giving father. For example, if we sow a banyan seed, a huge tree eventually comes up, and along with it, millions of new seeds. Each of these seeds can in turn produce another tree with millions of new seeds, and so on. This is how Krishna, the original seed giving father, is the primary cause of everything we see.
Yeah. Thank you, Mataji. So here in continuation, so yesterday in yesterday's study we saw how Srila Prabhupada was mentioning. So to have this matter, to actually function, so we need the superior energy, so which is Jiva Bhuta. So Prabhupada is further continuing how there is a remote cause and the immediate cause. So Prabhupada is giving a very nice example how the ocean is just still, but if this air is not there or the wind is not blowing, so it will not move. So it will remain calm and quiet. So, but then similarly, the air is pushed by some other reason or some other cause. So this is how there are multiple causes in the whole chain. So where Prabhupada is giving a very nice example of a train or a locomotive. So there are huge stack of all the coaches which are actually pulled by the engine, and engine is controlled by the engineer. So in that way, so while this nature is working perfectly, but finally, so the ultimate cause, the ultimate engineer for this nature to function is the Supreme Lord. So Prabhupada is also quoting the verse from Bhagavad Gita. So Maya Dakshena Prakriti Suyate Sajracharam Hetananita Konteya Jagat Viparivartate. So Krishna is telling this material world is working under the Lord's supervision. So it's not independent. So that is how everything is actually producing how and working as it is working now in the whole creation. And then, so Krishna is also mentioned, so Prabhupada is also mentioning, so how he is the seed-giving father of all the living entities. And the very nice example how one tree bears millions of seeds, so which means one tree can even produce millions of trees just by yes, so many seeds are produced. But who is the primary cause? So that's what Prabhupada is mentioning. So Krishna is the seed giving father, and he is the primary cause for everything that is happening in this world. Um, Surya Prakash Prabhu, would you like to continue?
Yes, Prabhu. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna.
Unfortunately, the scientists observe only the immediate cause. They cannot perceive the remote cause. Krishna is described in the Vedas as Sarva Karana Karanam, the cause of all causes. If one understands the cause of all causes, then he understands everything. Yasmin Vignate Sarvam Evam Vignatam Bhavati. If one knows the original cause, the subordinate causes are automatically known. Although the scientists are searching after the original cause, when the Vedas, perfect knowledge, declares the original cause to be the Supreme Personality of Godhead, the scientist would not accept it. They keep to their partial, imperfect knowledge. This is their disease.
Yeah, so we'll discuss in continue, Prabhu. So here, Prabhupada is making the statement like how the scientists are only looking for the immediate, I mean, they're observing only the immediate cause. So by just under, trying to research by the immediate cause, we cannot really understand the real cause. So in the same example of the locomotive, so if someone is there in the one of the railway coach, and then they're just trying to see how this is moving and what is the reason, and we do so much of research, we'll not understand why it is moving. But then if we know, like Prabhupada is mentioning, if one understands the cause of all causes, then he understands everything. So just imagine if we know how this engine is functioning and how this and this is what is actually pulling the all remaining coaches, then it's very easy to understand how this whole train is moving. So in that sense, the Vedas are already mentioning Krishna is the Sarva Karana Karanam, is the cause of all causes. So he's the ultimate source of everything. So then if we understand this, yeah, we can really understand the immediate cause also. So but unfortunately, Prabhupada is mentioning the sad state. So the scientists won't accept this. So they are so attached to their knowledge, their imperfect knowledge. And this is what is the real disease Prabhupada is quoting. So you can continue, Prabhuji. So the cosmic machine. Okay.
Hare Krishna. You want me to continue, Prabhu?
Yes, Prabhu.
Okay. The cosmic mission. Srila Prabhupada. Scientists do not know that there are two types of energy, inferior and superior. Although they are actually working with these two energies every day, material energy can never work independently. It must first come in contact with the spiritual energy. So, how can people accept that the entire cosmic manifestation, which is nothing but matter, has come about automatically? A competent mission does not work unless a man who knows how to work it pushes a button. A Cadillac is a nice car, but if it has no driver, what is the use of it? So the material universe is also a mission. People are amazed at seeing a big mission with many parts, but an intelligent person knows that however wonderful a mission may be, it does not work unless an operator comes and pushes the proper button. Therefore, who is more important, the operator or the mission? So we are concerned not with the material mission, this cosmic manifestation, but with this operator, Krishna. Now you may say, well, how do I know that he is the operator? Krishna says, Maya Jakshena Prakriti Suyate Sacharacharam. Under my direction, the whole cosmic manifestation is working. If you say, no, Krishna is not the operator behind the cosmos, then you have to accept another operator and you must present him. But this you cannot do. Therefore, in the absence of your proof, you should accept mine. Hare Krishna.
Thank you, Prabhu. So here, Prabhupada is again further beautifully explaining. So how for every small machine, so there is an operator, and Prabhupada is also mentioning one the machine which is working on just a push of a button, and a Cadillac, so a car if there is no driver, so or even if today's we also have a automatic automatic driving car. So even there's a program which is actually created by some person. So in that sense, yeah, there should be some person behind anything that is moving. So if a small machine or even a big machine that we see in this world has an operator. So then what about this huge creation, which is way bigger? All the planets and all this creation is working wonderfully. So it should also have an operator. It is simple logic. That's what Prabhupada is mentioning. So, and Krishna is the operator. So that is the subject matter that we're all discussing. And how we need to understand? So by the scripture. So we know scripture is absolute truth. And so when we accept it, yeah, it's very clear. And Krishna himself is telling, Maya Jakshena Prakriti Suyate Sacharacharam. So even if scientists are not able to accept this Vedas, so if they're not able to prove, at least they can follow and accept it, and that's what Prabhupada is mentioning. Because they're not anyway able to prove so the reason or the ultimate cause. So at least they can accept what is mentioned in the Vedas. Charu Mataji, would you like to continue, please?
Hare Krishna. Prabhuji.
The fifth morning walk. Hare Krishna.
The invisible pilot. Srila Prabhupada, almost everyone in the world is under the false impression that life is born from matter. We cannot allow this nonsensical theory to go unchallenged. Life does not come from matter. Matter is generated from life. This is not theory. It is fact. Science is based on incorrect theory. Therefore, all its calculations and conclusions are wrong. And people are suffering because of this. When all these mistaken modern scientific theories are corrected, people will become happy. So we must challenge the scientists and defeat them. Otherwise, they will mislead the entire society. Matter changes in 6 phases: birth, growth, maintenance, production of byproducts, dwindling, and death. But the life within matter, the spirit soul, is eternal. It goes through no such changes. Life appears to be developing and decaying, but actually it is simply passing through each of these 6 phases until the material body can no longer be maintained. Then the old body dies and the soul enters a new body. When our clothing is old and worn, we change it. Similarly, one day our bodies become old and useless, and we pass on to a new body. As Krishna says in Bhagavad Gita 2.13, Dehi nosmin yata dehe kaumaram yavvanam jara tata dehantara praptihi. As the embodied soul continually passes into this body, from boyhood to youth to old age, the soul similarly passes into another body at death. And a little later, 2.18, Antavanta ime dehe nityasyokta sharirinaha. This means that only the material body of the indestructible and the eternal living entity is subject to destruction. The material body is perishable, but the life within the body is nitya, eternal. Can I continue, Prabhuji?
Yes, Mataji, we'll continue till this
Some
section.
basis of this living force. This is the Pacific Ocean, and these high waves are being manipulated by living force. This airplane, Srila Prabhupada gestures towards a passing aircraft, is flying, but it is flying undirected. Is it flying undirected? Dr. Singh, someone is directing it. Srila Prabhupada, yes, everything is working under someone's direction. Why do the rascal scientists deny this? The airplane is a big machine, but it is flying under the direction of a small spiritual spark, the pilot. Scientists cannot prove that this big 747 airplane could fly without the small spiritual spark. So, as the small spiritual spark can direct a large plane, the big spiritual spark directs the whole cosmic manifestation.
Thank you, Mataji. So here, yeah, Prabhupada is trying to explain about the soul. So here, firstly, yeah, life is not coming from matter, but matter is generated from life. So that's what Prabhupada is explaining. And also, matter changes in 6 phases. So growth, birth, growth, maintenance, production of byproducts, and dwindling and death. So this happens when there is life in the matter. So, and also the important point is we are going to leave this body one day. So body is going to become useless and we pass on to the new body, which we are not really contemplating about. We are just going with the flow, just focusing on the body. So again, Prabhupada is referring to this verse from Srimad Bhagavad Gita. So how the transmigration of soul is happening. So just like Dehinosmin yada dehe komaram yavanam jara tada dehantara prapti dhirastatra muhyati. So like we had a small body in the beginning, now the body is growing, so different people have gone to different age and that body is gone. So whatever body we had in the small age is gone. So in the same way, this is, we're not evident, we're not feeling this change, but then at the time of death, we're able to see this change. But in fact, even in this body, even in this life, we are constantly changing the body. So, and Prabhupada is also quoting how the body is perishable, whereas the soul is eternal, and how this soul is the reason for all the things which are animate. And Prabhupada is giving how the huge Boeing 747 plane is flying because of the pilot. In the same way, this body is functioning because of the soul, the invisible pilot who is sitting in this body. So Sindhu Mataji, would like to continue, please? Sindhu Mataji? Okay. Pankaj Lakshmi Mataji?
Hare Krishna Prabhu.
Hare Krishna.
Setting the real problems aside, Srila Prabhupada, the Svetasvatara Upanishad says, Kesagra Sata Bhagyasya Satamsaha Sadrasatam Kaha Jivaha Sumuksasya Swarupo Aham Ayam. Sankhya ito hi chitta kanaha. According to this verse, the measurement of the soul, the proprietor of the body, is 1/10,000th part of the tip of a hair. This is very small, atomic. But because of that atomic spiritual energy, my body is working. That atomic spiritual energy is within the body, and therefore the body works and the airplane flies. Is it so difficult to understand? Suppose a man thinks himself very stout and strong. Why is he stout and strong? It is only because within him there exists a spiritual spark. As soon as the small spiritual spark is gone, his strength and vigor disappear and the vultures come and eat his body. If scientists say that matter is the cause and origin of life, then let us ask them to bring back to life just one dead man, one great man like Professor Einstein. Let them inject some chemicals so that one dead man may come back to life and work again. But this they cannot do. There are so many things they do not know, but still they are called scientists. Dr. Singh. Sometimes, when a problem is too dreadfully serious, we tend to take it lightly. Prabhupada, Srila Prabhupada, yes. When a monkey confronts a tiger, the monkey closes its eyes and the tiger immediately attacks. Similarly, if scientists cannot solve a problem, they may think, all right, let it go on. This is actually what they are doing because a real problem is death. No one wants to die, but scientists cannot stop death. They speak superficially about death because they cannot give any relief from it. We do not wish to die. We do not wish to become old. And we do not wish to become diseased. But what help can the scientists offer? They cannot do anything about it. They have set aside the major problems. Shall I continue, Prabhu?
Yeah, we'll stop here and we'll continue after discussion.
President Jakal.
No, we'll discuss till here.
Okay, sorry.
Yeah, so here further Prabhupada is elaborating the size of the soul, so which is 10,000 part of the tip of the hair, and this small atomic energy or the soul is actually doing wonderful things. And so Prabhupada is also mentioning, so we can have a very strong body, so unless there is the presence of soul in it, it cannot do anything. So soul is the one which is actually animating whatever strength the person has. Otherwise, it's just impossible. And further, yeah, so Prabhupada is again repeating the statement how we cannot bring back the life even by injecting some kind of chemicals. So it's not possible. So unless the soul is present, nothing can be done. And Prabhupada is giving this very strong statement. So example of monkey confronting the tiger. So he might close the eyes, the monkey might close the eyes, but tiger is right there. It rips apart the monkey and then it is gone. The same way we are trying to solve some material problems, but then yeah, so we're not solving the real problems, which is death. We might close our eyes towards the death, but death is going to knock the door and drag us outside this body. So Srinidhi Mataji, would like to continue, please? The President Jackal.
Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna.
President Jackal, Srila Prabhupada. In Bengal, there is a story called Jungle Ki Raja concerning a jackal who became king of the forest. Jackals are known for their cunning. One day, this jackal came into a village and fell into a tub of blue dye. He fled into to the forest, but he had become blue. So all the animals said, "What is this? What is this? Who is this animal?" Even the lion was surprised. We have never seen you before, sir. So who are you? The jackal replied, I have been sent by God. So they began to worship him as God. But then one night, some other jackals began to cry, wah, wah, wah. And since jackals cannot restrain themselves from returning the call of their own kind, this blue jackal also began to cry, wah, wah. And thus he exposed themselves for all the other animals as being nothing more than a jackal. Many jackals have been arrested and have resigned from your government. Brahmanand, the Watergate affair, it is called the Watergate scandal. Srila Prabhupada, practically speaking, at the present moment, no honest man can become a government official. This is true everywhere. Unless one is a rogue, a dishonest person, one cannot maintain his governmental position. Therefore, no man goes into the government. But what can you do? Dr. Singh, politicians are the greatest cheaters. Srila Prabhupada, yes, they are scoundrels. One philosopher said that politics is the last resort of scum.
So here's a very funny story where Jackal has somehow fallen into this tub of blue dye and became blue, and it was pretending as though it was the king, or it was coming from the god directly, and they all began to worship until the true colors of the jackal came out. So this word Prabhupada is mentioning. So there are so many people who are misguiding us. They're pretending and then they're actually misleading us from the actual situation. And also we see how so many people are doing some scandals, and even we can relate to this in our life, how we also become that blue jackal and we try to pretend as though something which we are not, and so we can learn this and see to be simple and be true the way we are. So otherwise, we are no different from the politicians or other people who are doing scam or cheating people. Okay, sorry, it was a little late, I didn't notice the time, so we'll have to stop here. So today, maybe we can think about this jackal. So share for today's assignment. You can share your blue jackal moments. So share some of the instances when we pretended. And so given another chance, how would we behave differently as a person in Krishna consciousness? Now we are all progressing in Krishna consciousness. So now if you go back in time and if you have to behave differently, how would you behave, right? Maybe Vishal Prabhu will share the assignment. So you can all share your thoughts on the instances when we pretended and how we can behave differently now. So thank you so much. Thanks for joining. Vancha kalpatarubhyascha kripasindhubhyaveta patidanam pavanebhyo vaishnavebhyo namo.
Patidanam pavanebhyo
Koti
vaishnavebhyo
Vaishnava ki
namo.
jai.
Jai.
Srila Prabhupada ki jai.
Jai.
Thank you so much.
Thank you so much,
Thank
Prabhuji.
you. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna.
Dandavat pranam.
Dandavat pranam.
Thank you.
Hare Krishna. Hare Krishna. Hare Krishna. Hare Krishna.